the auction this year for the pumpkins that were created by the children is absolutely phenomenal. It's a wonderful idea, and it also goes to a great cause. Every year, the pumpkin festival gets better and better, and I can only imagine what next year is going to bring.
So, the last one went at a loonie. We started at a quarter. To be fair, we got to do the same thing. So who's going to give me a quarter for this one? Now remember, 30 seconds and it's gone, and the idea is whoever gets the highest value for their pumpkin, they're the one who gets the trophy. So we got to, who's going to give me a quarter for this one? Nobody's going to give me a quarter? Not a quarter, quarter, fourth, like a quarter, 2 bits. A quarter, 25 cents. Somebody has, it's not even half a coffee. It's like 1/10 of a coffee. Who's going to give me 25 cents for this? Look, pumpkin right at 25 cents. So I got 25 cents. Now I'm going to go for 50. We got to try to outdo the dollar, remember? Because if we don't outdo the dollar, then the dollar wins the trophy. So who's going to, this is 25 cents. Who's going to give me 50 cents for it? Somebody going to give me 50 cents for it? 50 cents. 50 cents. 4 bits. Somebody's got to give me 50 cents for this. Who has 50 cents that's not doing anything? This is going to stay at 50 cents right there. There's 50 cents. We got 50 cents, so we have time. 50 cents. You got it for 50 cents.
Well, I think the idea that this is just a family day. It's a fun day. It's nobody takes anything too seriously. It's a time that people can get together and at a really great location here at Waterford Green to really just have a nice fall celebration out in the. Enjoy the river and hopefully good weather. I think it's great that the effort that the New Brunswick Association of Professional Engineers and Geoscientists, they put a lot of effort into this day and a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that goes on, and they don't get enough credit, I think, for doing this. They're the ones who put the money up to make this happen, and it's their ingenuity and their fun that you can see that goes on here. When you start to construct these air cannons and the other devices that we've had over the years, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of time, and they spend the whole year doing this, and I think they deserve a heck of a lot of credit.
I like to come in because, one, to help support Kevin in his activity, and he's a friend, the community event, and also it gets the kids involved. You had a previous interviewee that talked about kids getting involved in the sciences because they're seeing the cannons. It's not new technology, but kids think it's cool because they're shooting a cannon. How is a cannon not cool? And they're going to love this year because they're going to try to hit the mannequin in the water this year. That's a new one for them this year. I got involved because I knew Kevin. Yeah. And I just love community events in general. Like getting the students involved because students from away don't feel connected to the community. And if we can catch them when they first come in and get them involved in community events, it connects them to the community that much more solidly and gets them involved in things. And for some of these 17, 18-year-olds, it's the first time they've actually gotten involved in any kind of community event. For the most part, they have a blast. They tell stories for usually years afterwards. Yeah. For example, when you go around with your camera, you're going to see the red-green version of the Plinko table. It got a little bit warped in storage, and their solution was duct tape. And we just let them decide what solution they wanted to try to fix it. And it works perfectly, and they're proud of it, and they're going to talk about their duct tape red-green Plinko game for a while.
Well, yesterday we got rained out. We took out the mannequin, our second target. We had lots of fun. We only blasted out 15 cannons, but one of the winners came in second. And so we continued on the rest of the cannons today. But yesterday, we still had a great Rotary cook-off. We raised another $200 yesterday, and total we're around $1,500 today total. So, we were trying to reach a 2,000 mark, but that's what rain does to you for outdoor activities. But I think it was a hit with all the sponsors. It was a great event, good turnout today. This is the first time we've ever had a rescheduled rain date, and I was really surprised about how many people came out. Especially, we had a pumpkin auction. We auctioned off almost 30 pumpkins for almost $200 too. So it all helped out, and having the people out to support the kids' breakfast program, the Miramichi. The Miramichi really supports festivals. They like to get out. It's a great family day, and a lot of kids had a lot of fun. Yeah, it was great. I wanted to thank the engineers, geoscientists in New Brunswick for being a big sponsor. The City of Miramichi Recreation Department, they helped set up picnic tables and garbage cans, and the downtown historic business district, Chatham Business District. All the community and all the stores helped out, and all the volunteers, of course, for MBCC Miramichi and the electronic games students. They were a really big supporter. They came out 2 days in a row, actually 3 days in a row, with the pumpkin patch. And we raised $1,700 this year. Was for the kids' breakfast program. It was a very wet event on Saturday, but Sunday turned out really nice. It turned around for us, and we had a good crowd, even though it was delayed, rain delayed by a day. And by using the radio and the Facebook, the social media, Miramichi Online, it was still a great success for the kids' breakfast program. From Dr. Loge to St. Andrews to Croft, anybody that offers a breakfast program for kids, we help supplement and fund that for at least 10. This is our 10th year this year, so of helping out. So if you look at an average of 1,500 to 2,000 a year, we've supplied at least 20,000 to close to 20,000 to the kids' breakfast program since we started it.
So, can you break down a little bit of where the money came from this year?
Yeah,
how it came in?
I tell you, we had a corporate donation from the Association of Engineers and Geoscientists. Because of the wet day, the counselors gave us $500 donation. 1,000 came from all the activities, from the pumpkin launches and the kids events, and a pumpkin painting and carving auction, and the $200 came from the Rotary Group for their annual chili cook-off, and it was a great event too. We had a great fun, and it was a fun-filled weekend. It was a long weekend, but it's a really fun event for the families, and my kids are getting older, and they had a great time on the event. Actually, I met with the City of Miramichi Tourism, and there's some bigger plans to invite other cities to come in Miramichi to show off their own cannons. So we've got a little challenge competition for other branches in New Brunswick. And in the States, they hold these large pumpkin chunkin contests with these huge cannons. So we're looking at ramping up the event, maybe have two or three more cannons at the waterfront to compete with. So that's one of the new things we want to promote this year, and hopefully we'll get some hits from other communities. Another issue that we want to do is that we're offering my students an assignment to figure out some new events for next year. So the engineers are going to help out financially to help. We're going to improve the Plinko and a few other events that have grown with age after 10 years. And another thing is we're looking at doing is engaging the schools more to have competitiveness between the schools. So we're looking at more themes, because that's what it's all about anyways, the kids' breakfast program. So those are some new activities we're discussing for planning for next September 21st, 2013.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line at 1-888-307